Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So second down coming up.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Play action, McCarthy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
36-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he's brought down at the 44. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That play was wide open.
Here's Williams again. That's his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 1st down. Here's Swift. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Set up the screen here to Swift. Decent game here, but short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Williams to throw on third. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears have a great first drive and get the game's first points. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, Carter. And the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin the season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But you can't start much better than that.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment.
Cairo Santos kicking off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Ty Chandler to return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
The left side brought in by Hawkinson. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause of inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Reichert connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he takes the return out of bounds. First and 10 from the 32. Now here's Williams. Gets it through the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. The Bears on top here at Soldier Field. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end did. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Working from the gun, Williams. On the move, hit it right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as a QB. But give some credit to the defense who was able to get home and get the sack.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Santos' kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Looking slant route, complete. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Rotates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They've got first down here from the 36.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. Good running here, he's across the 15. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings earn the chance to tie before halftime. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. They'll He'll take this at the 10. Making some progress here. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. So it's second down coming up.
Not a bad first look for him in the this contest, and I love them taking a shot, Cade. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Second and 10 now. Williams. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Third down. Here's Williams. It's on target to Moore. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
We've set it downs from the 37. Williams to throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Santos' kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Let's see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. On play action. Williams. Oh, check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Brought in right side by Moore. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He'll get 22 out of that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Swift gets it, going left. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Able to get it to Moore. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll work against the blitz. Running a screen now for Jones. He dodged the tackle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Jones once more. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings start the second half with some needed points. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game.
Vikings 17.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now they're whistling for timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time.
Drive
start to the quick throw left, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw is Williams. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Takes this in at the 25. Escapes a defender. He found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 79, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. On the move, past the 40. Into the red zone. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a fourth-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
And he's tackled for no gain.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play, breaking the pocket.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Williams from the gun. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, again to Swift. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To throw, Williams. Headed out right. He takes it himself. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking, he's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Looking to throw. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears needing 4 points.
At the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. That's into the hands of Moore. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Taking down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
What is that?
Throwing now. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
He'll look to throw it. Brought in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal.
What is that?
A handoff left for Swift. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock. They just want to lose his yards. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. The loss sets them up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready to hunt!
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears push their lead to 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Set! Not 70 Lions!
Back to throw. Has a big strike to Addison. After making a catch, he is dipped quickly at the 38. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. One final shot here. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Slot man motioned over. Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It's intercepted! That will do it! Zay Frazier has it. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Start toward the back, scans the field.